As soon as I jump on, it says trying to reconnect. Like, come on, really? I've been wanting to go live since last night, you guys. Hi, hello, Facebook family and friends. Y'all know I'm a busy mompreneur of four. So, yeah, you know, busy weekend, crazy days. Kids are just getting settled for the evening. We have longer days now. It gets dark at like 9:30. It's every day I'm like, oh my God, it's after 9 o'clock and it's still light out. It like amazes me every single day. I wish it was like that all the time. Anywho, kids are getting settled, and I have a few things to finish up for the evening. So I wanted to jump on quick and start with reading the chapter from my first book, Dream Big, Do Bigger, Build a Bridge Between Your Dreams and Reality. It is a collaborative book that made me an international and Amazon bestselling author in January of 2023. And I'm going to read my chapter to you. It's called Holy Shift, I Am the Bridge, because we are the bridge between our dreams and reality. Okay, but before I get into that, I want to talk about my current book, right? Because I just almost 2 weeks ago, on Tuesday, actually, paperback's coming out. The ebook will be out 2 weeks on Tuesday. I did a solo book. So it's called Dumbed Down, Drugged Up, and Disempowered, Awakening and Making the Shift into the Quantum New 5D Earth Paradigm. It is a transformational guide to liberate humanity. It is specifically for truth seekers who are ready to embody true freedom, self-love, and unity consciousness. So y'all know me, and if you don't, you can look at my bio. You can see the different things that I've been studying for the last 5.5 years. Currently a student at NYU for consciousness and human potential. I study neuroplasticity and epigenetics, really deep into mindset and how we can rewire our limiting beliefs, recode our DNA to heal trauma, clear things energetically, and just align with our true self, our purpose, and to really create magic and miracles in our life every single day, because we are powerful creators and we get to choose what we create. And that is the basis of the magnetic mind work that I do. We're not broken. We do not need to be fixed. We are powerful creators, you guys, and we get to choose what we create. And that is the truth, right? What we focus on, we're creating. So I'm a quantum manifestation coach, spiritual mindset mentor, and holistic wellness advocate. I help you ditch toxins from your home, mind, body, and spirit for total wellness and transformation. And we're all works in progress. I'm also a human being. I'm still learning, growing, working through my own trauma, shifting things every single day. There's so much shifting in the collective right now, you guys. We are seeing this massive shift in human consciousness. And this is what my book is about. Uh, Again, it's called Dumbed Down, Drugged Up, and Disempowered, because we have been dumbed down, drugged up, and disempowered. Our current systems, they're not in place for our good. And so I get into that in the book. And then it's the making the shift into the quantum new 5D Earth paradigm part that I really want to focus on, because we are shifting, and what we focus on, we're creating. Where focus goes, energy flows. What we focus on expands. So it's really important what we place our attention, our awareness on, because what we place our attention and awareness on grows. And so Neville Goddard says in his book, Manifesting Miracles, I actually have it here, back here on my little thingy. That's the secret to miracles, is taking your attention, your awareness away from what you don't want and placing on what you do want. And that's kind of a problem with today's society. Like, we're taught to kind of focus on the negative and war and poverty and sickness and scarcity and lack and separation and division. And again, I get into that in my book. But we're all shifting. We're starting to wake up and question and realize that we actually have the power. Holy shit, we are the bridge. And the power of the people is much stronger than the people in power. And we're seeing this shift, this awakening into more holistic ways of being, homeschooling, home birthing, homesteading, working from home, and really living our purpose and contributing in constructive ways to humanity. And the shift from fear to love, from ego to soul, from material to spirit. We're really waking up and leveling up in consciousness. And so that's what my book is about, you guys. And I did drop the link there if you want to check that out. Again, paperback's coming out on Tuesday. But it's just mind blowing to me. I'm going to read some of the books here on Amazon. I'm in the Amazon best-selling list, multiple different categories, but specifically I've been tracking the Amazon hot new releases for bestsellers in personal transformation and spirituality. I'm in different categories like personal growth, spiritual healing, a few other ones as well. And it's mind blowing to me, like Solving the Mystery of Life, The Root of Awareness, Midlife Mindset Shift, a practical midlife mind shift, a practical playbook to ditch self-doubt and design the life you still dream about. At some point we stop dreaming, right? Not me. Dream big, do bigger. Build the bridge between your dreams and reality. And I'm gonna read that. But these books, Coaches Embodied, Toolkit, Midlife Private Parts, I don't know what that's about. Let's see. Some of these books. The Joy Journey, When Hearts Heal, Free to Be Me, the Sanat Kumara Prayers and Portals to Rise, The Brilliance Within, The Ways to God, Shaman, The Lectures of Terence McKenna. Don't know what that one is, but let's see. Raised to be a Soldier. Oh, Secrets of Shaping Reality, Universal Primer. They're just some amazing books. A God Knocks on the Door, The Eden Frequency, A Journey Back to Wholeness and Truth. We are in the Garden of Eden. It's a frequency. Heaven and hell are levels of mind, levels of consciousness within us that we manifest from the inside out. As within, so without. We create from the inside out. There's also another amazing book, Heaven's Mindset, the historic theology of Torah, something, and the kingdom of God. Amazing books. Awaken Your Voice Within. And here's my book with these books. It's mind-blowing. Truth Ain't Pretty. There's so many amazing. The Ascension Journey, Activating the Light Codes in our 12-strand DNA. That's actually what I want to talk about next before I read the chapter. So, and things are shifting more and more for me as well, and really clicking, having more of those aha, holy shift moments where I'm understanding it on such a deeper level, you guys. But in our ancient past, we had 12 strands of DNA. The original human blueprint had 12 strands of DNA. It was manipulated in our ancient past to now have what we know as the 2-strand double helix DNA. And they say we have so-called junk DNA. Our creator, whatever you choose to call the creator, God, source, universe, divine intelligence, infinite creator, Mother Earth, Gaia, Holy Christ, Holy Father, Holy Mother, whatever you choose to call it, it's an infinite, eternal quantum field of pure creative conscious energy and divine intelligence. It is all things. It is energy and it is all things. It is creating, and we are co-creating. We're all collectively creating. We're individually creating our own reality and collectively co-creating the whole. And so as we ascend in consciousness and level up, we are shifting the entire frequency and vibration of the planet into higher dimensions. So my book, I talk really more about 3D to 5D. 3D is very material, fear, ego. 5D is waking up, wholeness, truth, love. These are higher frequencies, higher vibrations. Majority of people are in fear, anger, guilt, shame, bitterness, unforgiveness, and worry, and depression, and anxiety, and overwhelm. Lower frequencies. And don't get me wrong, it's okay to feel all the things. We're all human beings here spiritual beings, having a human experience, right? So we feel the human feelings and all the things, but they're not meant to stay. They're meant to be an indicator on the emotional scale as to where we are, right? And we get to choose. We get to choose how we think and how we feel, how we speak, and the actions we take. And based on these things combined, it's creating our reality. And so we can activate this so-called junk DNA. And it actually, there's many different ways that you can activate it through frequencies, through light codes from the sun. Yes, from the sun. The Schumann resonance is measured. Solar flares, light carries information, you guys. This is the basis of quantum physics. How do you think you can see me and hear me through this device? Only because of quantum physics, because of the fact that everything is energy, light, and information. Sound is frequency and vibration sent through this device. And so we can activate these DNA, this dormant DNA, to reach higher levels of human potential, to ascend to higher levels of consciousness, to higher dimensions, to the fourth and the fifth and the sixth, and even beyond that. It's human evolution. Earth is a ground for spiritual growth and soul evolution. We come here to experience life, learn, grow, expand, and evolve. We've just been asleep, living in the matrix, in this illusion that we've been taught, and again, this is what my book, Dumbed Down, Drugged Up, and Disempowered is all about. We've just been conforming to their system, the powers that be, and it's all about control, money, control, power, and they have it, and they tell us what to do. Their medical system, their government, their financial system, their criminal justice system, religious institutions as well, all of it, right? So definitely check out that book. But I'm going to get into this real quick. So, dream big, do bigger. Build the bridge between your dreams and reality. Where is my chapter? Holy shift, I am the bridge. We're the bridge, again, between our dreams and reality. And so, no, wait, I should have probably looked for my chapter beforehand. I think it's where the heck is it? Sorry, guys. I could also, here we go. That's me. And it has my bio. Holy Shift, I Am the Bridge by Andrea Kay. Excuse me. Before I start, I'm going to have some water. By the way, how's everybody doing out there? Got some water in my chin, you guys. How's everybody doing out in the real world? Hope everybody's fabulous. Happy Sunday. All right, ready to unlock magical manifesting powers and make your dreams reality? Well, you're in the perfect place, and it's no accident you picked up this book. It just so happens this is exactly what I specialize in, making dreams reality. It's actually the name of my Facebook group. So for those of you that actually don't know, I have a free Facebook group where I share additional content. It's called Making Dreams Reality. I created it several years ago. And so when I was approached in November 2022 about this book, of course I had to be in it. Build a bridge between your dreams and reality. My group is called Making Dreams Reality. I'm losing my voice. Of course I had to be in it. So in November 2017, I started shopping at an online wellness store. I began my spiritual awakening, self-discovery, personal development, and healing journey. I often compare myself to Chinese bamboo, which grows underground for 5 years. When it finally breaks through the surface, it shoots up over 90 feet in the first few weeks. For those of you that have been following my journey, you know I don't give in easily. I've been consistent and persistent in all the things. And so in the 5 years of my journey, I faced many challenges. There were many setbacks, disappointments, and failures, but I pressed forward because I have a massive vision. I developed unshakable faith in my calling and purpose. I faced my fears head on. I was a single mother much of that time prior to their father coming home, and have since healed my relationship with my father of our now 4 children. I also had my first 2 unassisted home births in this period. They were very powerful experiences, especially after having a C-section and VBAC, the vaginal birth after cesarean, with my first 2 and 5 miscarriages prior to that. And I get into that more in my new book. I said, that's another story for another day. And lo and behold, yeah, it was a story for another day that I got to tell in my new book. In 2019, I had a dream. I saw the 7 chakras in the sky. If you don't know what the 7 chakras are, the 7 energy centers of the body. And I saw them in a vertical line in the sky. And Pegasus jumped through. It's why Pegasus is like kind of my symbol of sorts now. I actually bought this tapestry because it reminds me that I am manifesting my dreams into physical reality. A few weeks later, I dreamt of hundreds of doves flying above me back and forth. Both of these dreams were interpreted to mean success, inner peace, and freedom. You can see the Pegasus and doves, and there's like this little energy symbol above the horse. You can't really see it. There's butterflies around as well, and they represent for me transformation, right? And a few months after having these dreams, I went to have a unicorn reading in a little crystal shop. Because, by the way, crystals and meditation and all this stuff is not bad. And if you saw my post from yesterday, please make sure you read what I wrote, because I do not agree with that meme in the slightest. I mean, yeah, parts of me are still like, when I hear the term witchcraft, you think, oh, it's bad. But it's all about intention. Yes, magic is real. There is good and bad, black and white magic, like, you know, but it's all about intentions and what we do with the tools and what our purpose is, what our intention is with it, because there are powers that be that use these things to manipulate human consciousness. And again, I get into that a little bit in my book as well. And so this beautiful, highly intuitive woman told me, without knowledge of my dream, that I have a Pegasus guide, and Pegasus is the bringer of truth. She told me that my life was about to change. I would be successful beyond anything I've ever imagined, and it would happen so fast it would seem overwhelming. I have since been watching magic and miracles unfold in my life, you guys. Since I've had this reading, I have accelerated, quantum leaped in my own personal transformation and things in my life. Many success stories and things that I could, use as examples. I won't get into all that, but it was in January 2020 that I decided to become a coach, to have tools to help more people transform their lives. I became obsessed with personal and spiritual development. I followed my passion. I didn't make excuses. I took action to create my dreams. I love the saying, those who are afraid of doing too much often do too little. Fear will stop you in your tracks, but fear is an illusion, false evidence appearing real. Love is our true divine spiritual nature. Fear is the opposite. We're born into a world of fear, taught that fear is real. Danger is real, but fear is a choice. Dream big, do bigger is about taking consistent action in your daily life that compounds into massive momentum and results over time. Like the Chinese bamboo or anything you plant, the day you plant the seed isn't the day you eat the fruit. Rome wasn't built in a day. Creation takes time. We live in a 3D reality where it takes time to move through space. If our thoughts and words manifested instantly, the world would be even stranger than the one we currently know. I mean, what is all this anyway? What is our purpose? And that's what I've been questioning. Like, what the heck is all this anyway? Like, actually, I say most people are walking around with their head in the clouds. La-di-da-di-da. They are just completely unconscious, on autopilot, wake up, work, eat, poop, like sleep, repeat, rinse, repeat, over and over. The same thing every single day in the system. Send your kids to school, you go to work 9 to 5, trade your time for money, use our medical system, our financial system, all these things, and majority of people are stressed out, overworked, overwhelmed, not creating or living a life that they truly love because the systems that are currently falling away, you guys. So we live, what's the purpose? Well, I believe we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We come here to experience life, learn, grow, expand, and evolve. Earth is a ground for spiritual growth and soul evolution. We come here to awaken to our true divine spiritual nature and master our intuitive gifts, because as spiritual beings, we all have different intuitive gifts, you guys. So we all have a message and experience and knowledge and wisdom and a story to share, to be of service and help others. Your purpose is something personal to you, unique, and will reveal itself over many lifetimes, because you are spirit, energy, and energy doesn't die, it transforms. So you've been here before. Your purpose provides for you. It's spiritual, and the purpose of it all is the expansion of the infinite eternal universe we're all a part of. I believe we are one consciousness, one mind, one body. We're all aspects of this one awareness, experiencing life in a multitude of fashions. You are an extension of that which we have come to know as God, the source of all creation. It is an infinite eternal quantum field of pure creative conscious energy. We're all connected to it and to each other. What we call it is only a label. Labels limit all that it truly is. We can, God, source, universe, divine intelligence, whatever, we can't put this in a box that limits, like, what the heck is all this actually? Take a good look around. Most people, like I said, are just so unconscious, going through daily life on autopilot, on default. Same thing over and over. That's the definition of insanity, right? Expecting a different result. Same thing over and over. And so we are powerful creators, creating on behalf of the source, which is pure unconditional love and light. We have forgotten who we are, and our minds have created fear. Fear is the opposite of love. Light and dark are both within you, and you get to choose which you serve, love or fear, worry or faith, but you cannot serve two masters. Fear and love cannot coexist. Everything in this universe is energy, frequency, and vibration. And these are all levels on the emotional scale. Fear is the lowest, and anger, unforgiveness, resentment, bitterness, etc. all lead to anxiety or depression and dis-ease in the body. High vibrations are healing to the body. When you vibrate on the frequency of love, you're one with God. Love is the highest vibration in the universe, along with gratitude, peace, joy, etc. These are frequencies of 5D consciousness and above. 5D, when I say D, that is dimension, third dimensional, fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional. And again, as we activate our dormant DNA, we're awakening to higher levels of self. Again, the original human blueprint had 12 strands of DNA, and we were manipulated in the ancient past. The DNA was messed with and made into the 2-strand double helix. And so it's dormant, but it's there. It can be activated. Most people store their energy in the root chakra, the lowest energy center in the body, in the third dimension of the material world. This keeps you in fear and survival and depletes the electromagnetic field around your heart. You store your energy down, right? When you can heal those things and release them into the earth, the energy to be alchemized or transmuted, meaning taking that energy, taking that pain and turning it into power and purpose, getting the lessons and the experience and turning it into knowledge and wisdom. This is the process of alchemy, using love to transmute a negative energy into a positive energy, positive experience, to create miracles consistently in your life, right? Most people are storing the energy down there. And so we want to release that so we can open our hearts again. Our hearts have been closed off. We want to move back into our hearts and choose love. Love. Amadeus just walked in. I guess he has to go potty. And so I want to invite you really quick because I've been reading. I need a breath. Let's stop for a second. Take a quick, deep, conscious breath. Maybe stretch out a little bit. Roll your neck around. Release. Release all the things, you guys. My kids laugh because, I don't know. In Scary Movie, one of the scary movies, the funny ones, the priest is in the bathroom. He's like, Lord, help me to release this demon. And you think he's doing like an exorcism and he's really taking a poop. There's like all these like flies coming in and then like, help me to release these demons. But yeah. Well, sometimes, you have to release. I'm not saying like go do that. What I'm saying is allowing things to release. Like, really, that's why, it's energy and it'll get stuck if you hold on to it. It gets stuck in your energetic body and causes physical dis-ease, all right, and illness. And so releasing these things is good. Hey, baby. So you are more matter and less energy. You're more matter and less energy when you're storing your energy down in your root chakra. And so you'll find yourself trying to force everything in your life because you are out of alignment energetically. So that was a lot of information. Truth is, everything is information. Light, frequency, and vibration all carry information within an invisible field that surrounds us. The quantum field or the unseen spiritual realms are like Wi-Fi. You can't hear, see, smell, touch, or taste it, but it's there. When we tap into this, we have access to infinite and limitless possibilities for our life. Our thoughts are energy. Our emotions are energy in motion. And according to universal law, the laws of God, your mind is a magnet. You attract experiences according to what you believe and how you feel. Feeling is the secret. What did Buddha say? What we imagine, we create. What you feel, you attract. And what you think, you become. Jesus said it too. As a man thinketh, so shall he become. As you believe in your heart, so shall it be done. Your thoughts and your feelings your emotions are taking part in the creation of your reality. Your mindset creates your reality. You are emitting a vibrational signal into the field and it is mirrored back to you in physical reality, karma, via the laws of the universe, the laws of compensation, the law of attraction, right? You are creating your reality whether you are aware of it or not. Most people are creating completely unconscious, like I said, on autopilot, on default, based on old unconscious programming from trauma and past experience and things that they've learned over time. So these programs are learned at an early age from past experiences, trauma, or things passed down generationally as well. Information gets passed down in your DNA. Again, your DNA is encrypted information. Some of it is dormant, some of it's active, a lot of it's unconscious information that has been passed down from your great grandparents to your grandparents to your grandparents to your parents to you, right? Until somebody becomes consciously aware of these things, and then we have the power and potential to change them, to rewrite the DNA. So this is actually using epigenetics. We are able to do that. And so this is only a portion of everything I've learned since deciding to become a coach. I took many courses. I'm certified in several processes to help others shift their mindset to make their dreams reality. As a multidimensional quantum manifestation coach and spiritual mindset mentor certified in the magnetic mind method, I use the 5 steps to conscious creation, superconscious transformation recodes, a very, very powerful process. This work is based on ancient Hermetic principles, alchemy, universal law, epigenetics, quantum physics, and proven neuroscience. It rewires the brain to release resistance so you can be in flow and become the magnet for your dreams. Truth is, you are the only thing in your way. You can have, be, and do anything. You just got to decide and take action. Intentional, aligned action using brain and heart coherence works best. A clear intention with an elevated emotion, such as gratitude, will help you quantum leap in the creation process. Gratitude, the emotional signature of gratitude is it's already done. It's already done. When someone, holds the door, gives you a gift, you say thank you because it's already done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Staying in that vibration is so powerful. You see, you are the creator of your own reality, and you get to choose what you create. There is a process to creation that most are unaware of, plus all the unconscious limiting beliefs, old identities, and the false programming blocking you and me, even, right? We're all working through things. Growth is a continuous process, learning one of the 16 principles of the scientific intelligence, the 16 principles of creative intelligence. The first one is the nature of life is to grow. Again, spiritual beings having a human experience, coming here to experience life, learn, grow, expand, and evolve. And so this keeps you stuck in karmic loops, creating the very things you say you don't want. We have these old identities. When we go for something new, they're like, you can't have that. Hey, it's not safe. You're not good enough. You're not worthy. You're not capable. It can't happen for you. Other people can do it, but you can't. You don't have the time. You don't have the money. You're not perfect. You don't belong. You're insignificant. Get back here and stay small. You can't, say things like that. Well, people think or do. Like, you have to be a people pleaser and you have to, hide. No, we're here to speak our truth loud and proud, unapologetically, to live our true nature and purpose. And it's the only way to do it, to be completely 100% authentic and be yourself. And so Dream Big, Do Bigger is about taking radical responsibility for your free will and choice. It's about self-awareness, the I am awareness, realizing that you are the bridge. Holy shift. I am the bridge. Your thoughts, feelings, and emotions create your decisions, and your decisions create your life. All the suffering you have endured is meant to awaken you to your power. When you rise to the challenges and learn to transmute your pain to purpose, rather than blame or play victim, you become the alchemist, the creator of your own life experience. It's about doing the inner work instead of avoiding the uncomfortable pain attached to growth. Then you take action from a place of alignment. You create from the inside out. This is how miraculous transformation occurs and how you make your dreams a reality. This is my truth and my message to the world. You are a powerful creator and you get to choose what you create. You are worthy. You are more than enough. Love is the answer. Truth, love, and light. Namaste. And that's my chapter. And now on Tuesday, and hopefully by the end of this week, I will have the paperback book for Dumbed Down, Drugged Up, and Disempowered in my hands. I am hoping. And it's only about half of this because I put a lot of information. There's no fluff. There's no fillers. Just to be honest, like, a lot of people don't really like to read. They don't have the time to read, whatever, what have you. And so it's just packed with information, no fluff, 8 short chapters, easy to read, and it will transform your life. So check it out if you haven't. The ebook is available now. Paperback coming out on Tuesday. All right. Did that. Oh, also, if you want to learn more about the 5 steps to conscious creation and this process that I use to rewire the limiting beliefs, Get rid of the self-sabotage, the people-pleasing tendencies, the perfectionist tendencies that say, well, I'm not perfect, so I can't take action, or whatever it is that's been holding you back, that resistance, the emotions, anger, and guilt, things you've been holding on to from the past, the old identities, the trauma, all the things. I can help you work through all these things in a very simple 5-step process. And not only work through these things, but you're going to be following a process that will make your vision a reality, right? Just like I made the book a reality. Holy shift. Like, this was the first one, and now I have my solo book, and I already signed a third contract for 2026. I will be writing. Well, I'm probably going to start writing it before that, but it'll be coming out in 2026. Mommy Magic, a transformational guide for spiritual mompreneurs, how to overcome challenges and achieve success. You guys, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be all M's. It's all about manifestation and magic and miracles and magnetic mindset and motherhood and mastery, all M's, and marketing as well. And just getting a little bit into that, because I've learned a lot over the last several years being online, creating a multiple 5-figure business, multiple businesses, actually 2 different businesses that I work with specifically so I can help people ditch toxins from their home, mind, body, and spirit. I combine them all so that I can help more people affordably to really achieve total wellness and transformation in all aspects of your life. It's not an overnight process, of course. We have a lot of stuff to shift through, right? So, hi, Malia. Is it Malia? I hope I'm saying that right. It's so synchronistic that you're on talking about the books you're writing. Are you writing a book as well, or wait, knowing this isn't enough? It's the full embodiment in all areas where the change happens. Yeah, absolutely. And this is why my book right now is for truth seekers who are ready to embody true freedom, self-love, and unity consciousness. And yes, definitely is the embodiment. And that is a process as well. Step by step, we level up little by little. We all have areas in our life that we are working on. I can say I've definitely embodied it in so many areas in my life. And there are also areas that I'm still working on, right? 35 into. Wait, what? And I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yeah. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Malia. And hi, Amber. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on. I'm going to pull some cards. I said that I would maybe do that. So I've been feeling really called to my Starseed deck because this is a Starseed awakening. Souls coming, old souls, a lot of old souls that agreed to come here at this time to help in this shift in consciousness. And I got my water bottle here. I'm thirsty. Let me drink this real quick. And so also with the 5-step process that I use, it is going to help you to integrate and embody these things. It is going to shift your identity. It's a very powerful process because it touches on identities, touches on beliefs, emotions, family history, soul contracts, energetic cords, clearing and cleansing the chakras. Very intuitive process, and I go through everything. Very deep, very powerful. So if you want a card, let me know. 35 minutes into your live when the synchronicity showed up. Your heart is a portal. New Earth. I feel called to read this one. It's right here. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. New Earth. New Earth, New Earth, New Earth. Let's find out what this says. Oh, wait. It's like the first one. It's a new earth. It goes in alphabetical order according to. Welcome to the Starseed Oracle, Ancient Star Origins. Yeah, we're not the only. What is a star seed? I feel like I should read this real quick. Star seeds are souls who haven't only incarnated on Earth. It's believed by some that the unconscious ways in which humans have been living on Earth, war, terrorism, separation, killing, disrespecting nature, were completely disconnected, like the post that I put up earlier. I got you, Malia. I have the Starseed deck on the bookshelf right up front. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, I will definitely pull a card for everyone. And so this is what my book is about too. And this is what I was talking about. We're taught war and separation and that these are just normal and it disconnects us. We're taught that crystals are bad, meditation is bad, transcendental meditation is bad, and yoga is bad. And these are all things that connect us with the divine, with spirit, with God, with source. And so we're taught that they're bad to keep away from them because we're so freaking powerful and they do not want us waking up to that power, but there's no stopping it. So Starseeds saw incarnating on Earth as a great adventure and opportunity for individual growth and an act of service for the collective. Others believe that deep down we're all starseeds. Many starseeds have significant awakening experiences, while others have experienced a sort of knowing or remembering from a young age. A lot of people say, I knew since a young age something didn't feel right. I felt, this or that. And a lot of people now waking up. Many have been incarnating on Earth for a very long time. It's likely that if you're reading this, you're a starseed. Once awake, most starseeds find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. I don't do small talk. They innately know there's something more to life and feel called to devote their lives to living in connection with this something more. Many remain restless until they step into their calling. Starseeds often feel misplaced in the world. They possess a longing for home without really knowing where home is or what that word even means. This is because they've incarnated in places very different from Earth. If hearing this strikes a chord in your heart or makes you feel emotional, it's likely you're a starseed soul. So, this is really good. I can keep reading, but I want to read the cards for you guys too. I believe that ultimately all souls come from source. However, who we are on a soul as a soul is influenced by all of our soul's experiences. So the more time a soul spends incarnating in a particular part of the universe, a planet or a star system or galaxy, for example, the more they'll be influenced by these experiences. The best way to think of this is liken to it someone who's well traveled. The more time they spend in a particular city or country, the more that place influences who they are as a person and a soul. Take me, for instance, born in Australia, yada, yada, yada. Right. So star seeds can be from the Pleiades. Um, say the more they resonate with being Pleiadian. So while you'll see references to different planets, star systems, and galaxies in the cards, we've intentionally not featured all of them or focused too heavily on the ones that are featured. The reason for this is twofold. Firstly, it wouldn't be possible to feature them all and do them justice in just one card. Secondly, the intention of this deck is to support star seeds in their current incarnation on Earth in this life and to help them remember and embody their soul in their physical experience today. We're scattered across the planet, it says. Starseeds are scattered across the planet because they feel so different. It's not uncommon for them to spend part of their lives trying to fit in or being in some form of spiritual closet. If you're dimming your light to fit in, I invite you to stop and instead start embracing the unique light that you came here to share. Treat your time on Earth like a vacation. The more courageously you show the world who you truly are, the easier it will be for you to find your people and for them to find you. It's safe for you to be here and feel at home. Your heart is a portal. I'm not going to get into that because I want to start pulling cards. So we're going to read the New Earth card and then I'm going to pull cards for all of you. A new Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Don't give up now. You're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. The crumbling is the demolition process. The demolition process, you have to tear down the old before you can create the new, right? You have to demolish an old building before you can start building a new one. And when you tear it down, it can get messy. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate it. And so this is your sign that if you're facing the right that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds, dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the new ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and radical vision. If you pull this card, it's a reminder to have faith. You chose to be here, to be part of this global shift. Whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation or through working on a new project, job, or creation, keep going. It's happening. Don't give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you. Dream big, do bigger. More people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing, ushering in a new age in times of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep. For if you do, in the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've carefully planted and nurtured grow and bloom. It's possible. Keep focusing on your dreams. You're closer than you think. That Chinese bamboo grows underground for 5 years, you guys, and it finally breaks through. Namaste. Hi, Tristan. Let's see. Okay, who said they wanted a card first? I think Andrea and then Malia. Okay. Jump in. I'm feeling called to these two. Andrea, for you, jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Say yes to change. Let me find out exactly what page this is on so I'm not jumping around here. 82, jump in. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It's believed that Andromedan star seeds are a group of beings who love their freedom. Very adaptable, they have a strong willingness and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in the chaos, to swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you, Andrea, to do the same. And I'm like talking to myself too, because we're both Andrea. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in the water. Don't wait for permission. Don't stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on in. Life bends for the courageous, and courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing the right direction. The only thing left to do is leap. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on Earth rarely is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory. And once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability, and find a way to be the calm in the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive. You came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good run and leap. How can you be more adventurous? How are you being called to jump right on in and leap? That is for you. Malia. I have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. This is going to be right here. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. For Malia. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses. Also known as spirit paths, they've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, song lines were the path traveled by the Creator, being as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend the land you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers or nature spirits of that land? As you connect with the earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. Starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. So I hope that resonates, Malia. Do you have something you feel, have you been feeling called to travel somewhere, to do something big? Let's see, what is this? I'm trying to see the comments. I just joined a live last night from Australia, and song lines were mentioned, and I could feel the intent of grid work being done. Yes, honoring the land was mentioned too. Wow, look at that. Another synchronicity, right? There are things being activated right now on this earth. The ley lines, the grid, the light grids of the earth are being activated. The false matrix overlays are being demolished. Okay, I'm not claiming to understand this stuff completely 100% yet. I'm awakening on deeper and deeper levels every single day. And I think about this stuff and I'm like, and it makes more and more sense, like that everything's energy and the false matrix lines, and we've been living in this illusion. We are waking up and everything is crumbling, and it does seem like chaos. It can seem like chaos to the majority of people if you're focused on the demolition. But where we come in, us star seeds, our mission is to help rebuild the new earth. And so that's what we must focus on. We must focus on the creation process. And this is another beautiful thing about the magnetic mind method, is it's very forward focused on creation, because we understand we're creators, and what we focus on, we're creating. So in every moment, we have a choice on what we get to focus on, fear or love, ego or soul. We get to choose. Malia said she's been everywhere, but she feels most home with Sirius. Tristan, did you want a card? Thank you for the stars, Andrea. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Holly, for jumping on. Thank you, everyone, for the love. So much love, appreciation, and gratitude. I love you guys all so much. I really do. Like, I really love all of you. I hope that one day many of us will be able to meet in real life and hang out and and talk and just have fun. And I'm getting all teary-eyed. I don't know if you can tell. And thanks, Steph. Thanks for jumping on. Cleo was on. Thank you, everybody who was watching. Ollie was here. The Shasta card showed up today from Beyond Lumeria deck. I feel very drawn to both Atlantis and Lumeria. So I'm not quite sure. I mean, they're, and we're taught about these civilizations, but we're taught like that they were mythical, that they weren't actually real, but yet there are so many documentaries of them finding Atlantis under the ocean and different civilizations under the ocean that were beautiful, massive. The architecture, the art, the things that they built, the megalithic structures far surpass the engineering and the capabilities of our own modern technology. Like, it's just, and we believed it. We fell for it. Oh, they built the pyramids with ropes and pulleys and they just, no, bro. The pyramids are literally powerhouses. I did a post about this a couple weeks ago. The tunnels have chemical residue of chemicals that are electricity conductors. They're made of limestone, another electricity conductor. These stones were electricity conductors. They're aligned on these ley lines, these power points, these vortexes of energy on the earth, lined up specifically to get energy from above and from below. And they transmitted this power wirelessly throughout the world via obelisks. Obelisks are essentially stone telephone poles, right? Nikola Tesla wanted to do the same thing. He had alternating current, energy, and electricity, and he would have been able to transmit energy, electricity wirelessly. But he was a student of Edison, and Edison sabotaged his thing, and because they wanted to be able to charge people for money and energy, or charge us money for energy, when this is stuff that is our birthright. It's ours. But the systems, they keep us dumbed down, drugged up, and disempowered. And let's see. I'm trying to see the rest of the comments. I don't want to miss anything. Tristan, did anyone else want a card? I'm trying to see. What does this say? You keep skipping around, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to get to the latest comments. Did you pull a card? Oh, myself. Yeah, I had the New Earth card. Hi, Yogesh. Thank you for jumping on. Beautiful. Yes. We choose to come here and raise the frequency on Earth for Earth and the collective. Yes. And I've been awakening to this more and more and more and more. It's like holy shift, and it's making more and more sense. Like, wow, holy shift. And the more I step into it it's more and more, it's becoming a physical reality. And I'm like, holy shift. Like, we really do create our own reality. We really, really do. We're so freaking powerful. And there's, many processes out there, but of course, I'm the magnetic mind coach, and I love the 5 steps to conscious creation. It's simple, it's easy, it's straightforward, it works, it's effective, and I do my best to work with people affordably to help people. Actually, it's another thing I want to mention. I'm going to be offering results-driven coaching again. And so this is for people who haven't already done it. You're able to get a month free, right? Results-driven coaching. So you get to try it out for a whole month, and you only pay if you choose to continue. All right. You get access to a weekly coaching and accountability call, recording, and daily guidance. And in this weekly coaching and accountability call, I talk about all things mindset, spirituality, and consciousness. We plan out our weeks, what we're focused on, what we choose, what we're creating, what our focused and committed action steps are for the week. I help you rewire the things that are in the way, the resistance, limiting beliefs, the emotions, so that you can get out of your own way, stop self-sabotaging, and take the aligned action that is required to actually make that vision a reality. To make the book, I had to write it. I had to show up. I had to do the course. I had to start the business. I had to do the thing. Little by little, consistently, these steps compound into results and momentum. Whatever they say is bad, I know is good. There's a verse in the Bible too, Malia, and I mentioned the Bible. I say it's a book of metaphysics. It's teaching us how to live according to the spirit. Most people take it literally, can't be taken literally through eyes of the flesh from a material perspective. It has a much deeper spiritual meaning, but it says in there that everything that's good will be called bad, and what's bad will be called good. And you see that it is happening. Everything, follow our systems. Our systems are good. And herbs and medicinal practices and holistic medicine is bad, and vaccines are good, but holistic medicine's bad, and yoga is bad, meditation's bad. You should just struggle and suffer and do nothing about it, right? Don't use those methods because you're opening yourself up to darkness. No, you're actually opening yourself up to the light that you truly are. And let's see, I'm trying to scroll and see the comments, and it keeps just bouncing back up to the top. Okay. Tesla coils in the pyramids. Yeah. Pyramids were built from the top down. I just joined a live last night from Australia. Oh, yes, I saw that already. Okay. Thank you so much. Resonates a ton. Thank you, Malia, for jumping on. Thank you, Andrea, everybody, for jumping on. And you okay, V? They don't want us to know that we create our own reality. All we have to do is stand back up and their game is over. Abso-freaking-lutely. It's like the tombs were a cover up. Yeah, they say, oh, they're tombs and this and that. No, they were powerhouses. They had electricity. These civilizations were super, super advanced and advanced spiritually. They were accessing more of their intuitive gifts and their powers and different things like that. And they were very advanced, very, very advanced. And so I think John 3:16 is about the masculine and feminine in Vesica Pisces. When the first atom becomes two, source is unity. There's so much information out there. And I said something yesterday or something to somebody, because I have a lot of people in my life who take one book as the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and they shut themselves out to other sources of information. That's the definition of ignorance, shutting yourself off to information, not having the information or the knowledge. I always encourage everyone to do their own research and form their own beliefs. Your beliefs are powerful. They create your reality, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I always say, if you're creating and living a life that you love or moving towards it, more power to you. But if you're not, we have to take a look at our mindset, and you have to take in all the information and then decide for yourself, right? Be skeptical, but always listen. That is the fifth agreement. If you don't know the book by Juan Miguel Ruiz, the four agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Impeccable is the Latin root for without sin. It means watch what you say, because your words have power. Power of life and death is in the tongue. By your words you are condemned, and by your words you are justified. Abracadabra literally means I create with the words that I speak. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was made flesh. The word is frequency, vibration. Just as the Creator spoke all this into existence, we too speak things into existence. That was my Conversations with God book. It opened my mind and world, and I was a soul in training. The four agreements, yep. And so be impeccable with your word. Don't take things personally. Don't assume things. Don't take things personally, because we project things on each other. Human beings, our inner world. It's never usually about you. It's something they got going on inside. We're mirrors. We are a reflection of one another. Don't assume things. You know what they say, when you assume things, you make an ASS out of you and me, because you make up this whole story. We're all just telling stories. The same stories of our life over and over and over. It's about the stories that we tell. I was thinking of that Days of Our Lives show. My Aunt Pat used to watch that. But this is stories. We're all just telling stories, and based on those stories, that's what you are creating. So when we assume things, we make up these stories and we worry, we stress out for no reason, or a lot of times, or we create them because we create with our imagination. And so worry is a complete misuse of our imagination and our creative energy. We can use that creative energy to focus on what we actually want to create. And that's actually one of the core 4 choices in the magnetic mind method, is choosing to be the predominant creative force in our life, meaning we focus our time, energy, and attention on what we want to see manifest. And that's the problem with the world. Everybody's focused on what they don't want, negative stuff and fear, and distracted with all the trash and the garbage and, just mindless things, distractions, entertainment. And instead of, they gotta work, they gotta, go to work. They don't have time to do personal development or any of this stuff. And that's what's going on. We're so focused on the material world outside, we have no time to just be still and listen and connect with spirit, with God, with source, with our inner self, our higher self. It's within us. And so don't assume things. And always do your best is the 4th agreement. Always do your best. And then there is a 5th agreement. Be skeptical, but always listen. So don't just accept something as truth when you hear it. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Everybody's going to perceive things a little bit differently based on their paradigm. Your paradigm is what the veils that you're seeing through. Your paradigm is your set of beliefs, your mindset, based on where you're born, your culture, your civilization, your religion, different things that you've been through, your personal experiences. Everybody's going to be a little bit different with, with their beliefs and perceiving things. But be skeptical, but always listen, because if you just accept everything as truth, what you accept becomes your truth and it becomes your reality. And so don't assume, discern. That's right. Use your discernment. The outer world can be a distraction, and it's not meant to be a validation. It's the world of conscious form from subconscious creation. Everything is mind. That's a hermetic principle. It's all created in our mind. Thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then again in physical reality. But you are the bridge. Holy shift. I am the bridge. And you must take the aligned action to make your dreams a reality. So I encourage you today to start dreaming bigger and doing bigger and taking the aligned action. Stop playing small, whatever it is that you want to create in your life. I want to empower you that it's possible. It's possible. Little by little. I know the collective has lots of things that we're shifting through right now. And for some people, they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I'm here to assure you, you actually are the light at the end of the tunnel. And only you can really save yourself and create change and transformation. And it starts with you and me and each of us individually waking up, taking our own personal power and sovereignty back, making new decisions and choices. And I can help you do that in many, many different ways. So if you're interested in learning more about what I have to offer, more support in either of my books or anything at all, shoot me a message. I'll get you whatever you need. I'm here to serve, to help. And I hope this did serve you well. And I wish you all an amazing evening. Hope you had an awesome weekend. I'm actually going to jump off this now and record my weekly coaching and accountability call with slides this evening. I'm doing a presentation, and I might actually be offering that out. Again, I'm going to be doing results-driven coaching. So if you're interested in that as well, let me know. I know I kind of offered a lot. That's the thing. I have a lot to offer. We all do, right? And I'm here to serve. So I hope this served you well. I'm going to jump off this for now. Truth, love, and light. Have a namaste. Make shift happen. Let's grow.